You want to know what's shameful, Vic?
Working your whole goddamn life, having nothing to show for it. You still think there's good and bad, right and wrong? There ain't. There's just this. Survival. Security, pleasure. They don't give out awards for dying in the projects.
No.
Fuck you.
Fuck me? Fuck the goddamn world! Don't give a shit about you or your family. You think you're nothing.
You are nothing till the day you die. I told you were smart, but that's the life you want. Guess what, Vic? Good news. You already got it.
Chill. We back in the building. KC Sports Show. We are back live. Where's my damn thing at? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. KC Sports Show. We are back. We are back. Happy New Year to you good folks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Trail. I see you in the chat, my guy, on IG. Shout out to everybody who's returning. We are back. We are back with a jam-packed show. Again, I am your host, KC. I hope you guys had a happy New Year. Hope you brought the New Year's in. No BS. Like your boy. I bought the New Year's in with some BS. No, I'm joking. All positive vibes, good people. All positive vibes. I thought I'd start with The Penguin, one of the best shows to come out on HBO Max. Hands down, one of the best shows. We got a nice little show for you good folks. Shout out to all my Eagles fans in the chat. Shout out to everybody whose team won this weekend, including my Eagles. We won this weekend. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get that record for Saquon because they're sitting him down. Hopefully they change their mind come Sunday. We'll see. Before we get into the start, we got sponsorships. Bet US. Get 125% off your first bet on the KC Sports Show with Bet US, one of the top betting platforms on sports. Also, we got Factor 75. Get your meals fresh and ready. You know, time to prep. You can just throw it in the microwave or oven. I got a code down below, 50% off if your first order on me, the KC Sports Show. And also Poggers, 10% off your first order. I know this sounds like an ad, a big-ass ad, but trust and believe it helps me pay the bills to get this podcast off the show. Again, hopefully you guys are having a good week. We ending the week off. It's Friday. Give air horns for Fridays. And hand claps. Thank you. The one-man band show. I'm back in the house. Man, I'm happy to be back with you guys again. Where do we start off? First topic of discussion is going to be about Saquon Barkley. I know how to say his name. Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Saquon Barkley was 101 yards off from breaking Eric Dickerson's record. The news just came out that Coach Sirianni is going to sit Saquon. Unfortunately, that is so sad. I'm so upset about that news. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. I mean, why? 40 years, bro? The NFL has changed dramatically to be offensive friendly, and nobody can seem to break that record. Are we serious right now? Are we serious? Oh, breaking news. Jimmy Butler has been suspended over several games. I wonder why. We got that topic coming up too. Jimmy Butler is unfortunately not happy with the Heat. We're going to talk about that. And those who know, the Miami Heat are my team, but we'll stay on topic right now. Anyway, Saquon Barkley will be sitting this Sunday. And it would have been a perfect Sunday. It would have been perfect too. The team that didn't want to pay you. The team that didn't want to pay you, you break the record on them? The team that said you weren't worth an extra $2 million? What? Talk about a storybook ending. They didn't want to give you the money? Bro, come on, man. I will say Saquon's pettiness is, he's been a class act this whole season. I say that. He's been a class act this whole season. I do have a video for you guys. Let me see if I can cue the video up for you. I got a video for you guys that I want y'all to listen to. Hold on, it's not going. What the hell? Let me see.
Trouble sleeping, so I wrote you a lullaby. Rockabye baby, awaken your bed as the thought of 2000 swirls in your head. It sure is tough to lose sleep over football. Not for me, though. Good night to you all.
I love this pettiness. I
Still
love this
can't
type
sleep?
of pettiness.
Try counting sheep.
You gotta love Saquon, man. You got to love Saquon, bro. He's been a class act the whole season, my guy. Like, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. He is class personified. Yeah, man. I just hope they have a change of heart at the end of the season. I mean, why not? 100 yards. The Giants' defense is garbage. Just let them break the record. Just let them do it. It's not going to affect anything. Let them go ahead and do that. Y'all worried about injuries? We don't even got a bye. We got the seventh seed. The 7th seed. But y'all wanna let him rest. We clinched second. We clinched the NFC East. And we want to let Saquon rest. It's crazy. It's absolutely craziness. This is the way I feel. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it all the way honest. Like, the Giants don't deserve any breaks whatsoever. They deserve to be a shitty organization for the next 10 years for what they did to their own player in Eli Manning, for what they did to Saquon and the other players. Like, I'm just convinced New York sports is going to be shit forever. Like, there's no way New York sports should be this shitty. I mean, the Mets. Wait. Who won the World Series? Let me stop, because baseball is not my stick. But in terms of, like, the big sports, basketball and baseball, the Knicks, I mean, the Brooklyn Nets ain't doing shit. Who else? Football, the Jets are an abysmal excuse for a franchise. I mean, the Jets are an absolute horrid excuse for a franchise. I mean, you got shit like the owner's son saying that, you know, they shouldn't get Jerry Jeudy because his rank on Madden is too low. You can't make this kind of crap up. What? Are we serious? Are we serious right now? We're not serious. We are definitely not serious. I just think at this point in time, New York sports is in the garbage, bro. Like, y'all, I'm sorry if you're a New Yorker and you're in the chat. I do apologize ahead of time. Sorry for not being sorry. You guys are trash. You guys are absolute garbage in your sports. And you'll never, ever amount to what you need to go for a unproven quarterback. There's nothing else I need to say there. Saquon is proving his weight and go. It was really the year of the running backs. I'm going to be honest with you. Really the year of the running backs. Year that they proved, because you got Josh Jacobs doing his thing. You got King Henry over there in Baltimore doing his thing. I wish they utilize him a little bit more better, you know, rather than what they're doing right now. Because Baltimore, let's be quite frank, Baltimore should be way more deadlier than what they really show in their record shows. They should be way more deadlier. You got to stack the box. If you got to stack the box against them, and you got to worry about Lamar, and Lamar's an efficient passer now, come on, bro. Baltimore should be like damn near the same record as what Kansas City is, in my personal opinion. That's me.
David Bob says, I feel that too. But in the end, the buy is way more valuable.
I get
Anyway.
you. I get you. I'm with you. The buy is way more valuable, But fuck it, I want to go get that record, man. 40 years has been standing too long, man. And now he's just playing around. He's playing games, man. But like I was saying to my original point, man, it's the year of the running backs. If you don't got a good running game, your defense is your offense is one-sided. And it just is what it is. I think this year it should definitely be a reevaluation of what they pay running backs. John, what's good? What's good? My guy John from Sports For You, what's good, baby?
Jonathan Watson says, "What up, KC?"
Nothing much, man. Nothing much over here. Just chilling, talking some sports, getting into it. What else was I talking about? Yeah, no. This is the year the running backs get their just due. I don't want to see just Christian McCaffrey get a $20 million a year contract. It should be several running backs that get 15, 16, 20, 20,000. No, I'm not saying 20,000. 22 million a year. Josh Jacobs is still decent. He's not too old. I mean, Saquon is a little longer than tooth. I think he's like 28, 29. Don't misquote me because he's been in the league for a minute. Derrick Henry is 30. I don't think Derrick Henry. I think he's cool. I think he's at this point he's just trying to solidify his legacy in terms of being a solid running back, and he's trying to get a ring. So I don't think Derrick Henry is going to garner that kind of contract as a running back being that old. But he does take care of his body. I've definitely seen his off-season workouts, and man is very serious. I've heard him say that he doesn't eat any dairy, any anything crazy. And he kind of got that LeBron regiment with his body. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron's been able to last forever in the NBA. Now, we talking two different games. Football is a gladiator sport. You're getting hit consistently, constantly, depending on what position you are outside the kick. If you ain't a kicker, you're going to get some kind of contact consistently. Back and forth, back and forth. That sounds so vague and lewd. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, no, running backs, it just is what it is. Woo! We got our first donation. Appreciate that, Art.
Iraq says, "Hope you are having a great day."
I am. I'm having a great day. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the chat donation. All right. Matter of fact, hold on. We got to give it a little day. So, back to what I was saying about the running back position. Listen, I want running backs to get their money because this proves that running backs are worth their weight in gold. Like I said, we got a multitude of 1,500-yard rushers in the NFL. It don't make no sense. If you were a team that had a good running back with a decent line, your team is unstoppable. Green Bay has not looked this good since Aaron Rodgers' first Super Bowl run. Granted, it is what it is. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love.
31 KJ Proj says, "I subbed."
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I think it's going to be a great playoff. You got the Minnesota Vikings. You got the Detroit Lions. You got, well, damn near got all of the NFC North in the playoffs for the NFC. Outside of the trash-ass Bears. In the NFC East, you got the Eagles. And the Commanders does not have, well, play them. Nick Sirianni, stop being a pussy. Play Saquon, bruh. Stop, play him. Just play him. He gonna be good. Trust and believe. He gonna be good. Nick Sirianni acting like this, man. We don't act like we don't come in the building like,
I just want to say from the
what?
bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
That's how Saquon should come in the stadium against the Giants, baby. What? That's how he should come in the stadium against the Giants on his Conor McGregor. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm sorry. I get a little hype. You know, my Eagles, when we winning, it's good for everybody. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I know I sound old as shit with that saying, but the Eagles are going to always be a great team so long as we're winning. And Nick Sirianni, I'm going to tell you something, brother. if we don't make it past the NFC Championship, that's your ass. See, I done changed my little target from Howie Roseman, because Howie Roseman used to be in my crosshairs all the time for the stupid draft. Listen, let me tell you how deep my hate runs sometimes for Howie Roseman. Eagles, 2021. Was it 2021 or 2020? It was 2020. 2020. Let me paint a picture for y'all. It's 2020. The NFL draft. LSU just won the national championship. Joe Burrow is coming out, and so is, guess who? Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is coming out the draft right now. Guess what we do? Justin Jefferson is still on the board. Still on the board. We draft Jalen Reagor. Jalen freaking Reagor. That's what we do. We draft Jalen freaking Reagor. Bro, you know how mad I was? We drafted Jalen Reagor. Bruh. Post editors, I see you too. Yeah. Philadelphia. Yeah, we should make it to the Super Bowl. I'm with you. Jalen Reagor. He ain't even on a team anymore. He couldn't even start. Justin Jefferson just dangling, and the Vikings pick him up at 17th. 17th. Bruh. We missed out on Howard Roseman, bro. He's rebounded. Georgia Bulldogs. We got a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs. Jalen Carter, Davis. We still waiting for the cornerbacks to develop. We got a linebacker too, but he rebounded. He rebounded good. But bro, we had the chance to get Justin. Can you imagine what Justin Jefferson would do in that lineup? Now, granted, we might not have the money to if we got him to keep Brown. Also to keep who else we had? It was Brown, Smitty. Smitty came out the next year. But bro, just imagine that lineup, bro. That lineup would have been legendary. A legendary line. Anyway, I've rambled on enough about this whole Saquon thing. I just want him to break the record. I want him to, bring home a title. You know what would be the greatest thing for him to do? The greatest thing for him to do is to be the Super Bowl MVP. When we make it to the Super Bowl, I want Saquon to make sure I want him to get that MVP, to rub it in the Giants' faces. That's all. That's it. That's my stance. That's my whole take on that Saquon thing. I ain't got nothing else to talk about with that. We can move forward amicably. Let me see what else we got. We got Jarrod Mayo. Jarrod Mayo was getting booed. I should have really started off with this. This was the weakest topic. Jarrod Mayo was getting booed at the second and last game for the Patriots. They were chanting "fire him," and I'm like, bro. All right, so check this out. Look. It's not uncommon for coaches to get fired their first season as a head coach. It's not. It happened in Denver with I think what Hatchett or somebody. It happened in Denver. I think it happened with the Bears. It happened it happened in with the Texans. It's going to happen. But come on, guys. It's his first time coaching as a head coach. My God. I always wonder why franchises never draft a lineman first. Why do you never draft a lineman first? And I get it that, you'll miss out on once in a lifetime talent. But why is it that we never, ever protect the castle with, a fence? If I got a quarterback in Drake May, again, Drake May really hasn't proven himself all that right now. But I would be looking for linemen. great linemen in the draft. I wouldn't be looking for nobody else. It'd just be solely linemen, bro. I wouldn't be looking to get no. Now that's just me. If I'm building a franchise, now I wouldn't. Now I am on the fence too. I would pick up Travis Hunter. He's a once in a lifetime talent. I don't know if I'll play him on both sides of the ball. I'll definitely just keep him on one side and probably just that side would be probably. I'm gonna just keep it a bean and just be wide receiver. I need help with wide receivers. That's just me. That's just me. But I digress from that point. What I'm saying is build around your freaking quarterback. Or if you're gonna, or this is what you can do. You can go get a lineman from free agency. Pay him the money because you're gonna need it. But if you got any picks, second, barter them picks. Get another pick in the first round. Get rid of all your picks in the second and third round, fourth round. Say, I need a first round, and I give you if they got a Pro Bowl. I don't know if the Patriots got a Pro Bowl. Shout out to Zay Flowers too. Zay Flowers, his first Pro Bowl on. This is crazy. Hold on. For those who don't know, the Ravens have not had a Pro Bowl wide receiver since I think the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl the Ravens went to around that time. That's crazy. That means, I don't know what that means. I'm honestly shocked that this is the first time the Ravens have had a Pro Bowl wide receiver, and Zay Flowers is the Pro Bowl wide receiver. Lord Jesus, help us. Lamar, you're doing good, baby. You're doing good. But no, definitely build around your quarterback. Y'all can't be blaming a coach that doesn't have shit to work with. He don't have shit to work with. If he has something to work with, then okay. But he literally came in from the ground up. He literally building his franchise from, and that's what I hate about coaches that start, not about coaches, but that's what I hate sometimes in terms of well, fuck it, we'll say it with the black head coach. The black head coaches come behind the 8 ball. Lovie Smith gets tossed in there. Nothing to work with. Nothing. DeMeco Ryans was lucky. He got lucky. He definitely was lucky he got what he got. But everybody else is just like, y'all just get what you get. And I wouldn't want to be coming in a position to where, I'm set up for failure. Any Bears job, any head coaching Bears job that any head coaches take, I saw Mike Vrabel said he's interviewing for that position. Let me just say this. The Bears job is a trap. It's a trap. There's literally no ups about the Bears job. Head coach, you will be fired if you are the head coach of the Bears. You will be fired within 2 seasons. Hell, 1 season. There's no upside to it. I'm sorry, people. There's just no upside to it. But I digress from that. It just certain jobs is just it's not worth it. Brown's job, Stefanski is doing decent as a head coach, but with the whole Deshaun Watson situation, we'll see. This is one of those positions that, listen, Bill Belichick left the Patriots in shambles, bro. What do you expect? You got to fix it from the ground up. And I don't like the booing and shit, and I don't like all that, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I really just come on, man. We gotta be better about shit like that, man. We really do. We really do. And give him a break. Give him a shot to even one more season where he can get some actual picks, some actual talent. The Patriots need to stop being cheap. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. Robert Kraft and the Patriots need to stop being cheap. Pay these folks. Stop trying to get a Swiss Army knife out of a wide receiver and shit. That's what they do. Did y'all hear the stories about Aaron Hernandez being a running back too? So they're not bad. They're not horrible. And they're decent. They're decent for what they are. And he's not He's not like killing the team. He's not making the team lose. That's evident. I mean, he's still almost at 4,000 yards. Even though they're going to rest him, they're probably going to rest him. I saw, I actually did see the report. Him, Chris Jones, and I think Pacheco are all doubtful. I think Pacheco is going to actually be out. So I know for sure Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones are doubtful, which means they're probably not going to play them, which means Carson Wentz is probably going to get a shot at playing. Here's my personal opinion on Patrick Mahomes not making the Pro Bowl. I think that he should definitely make the Pro Bowl. Only because, sorry about that, guys. Only because he's freaking Patrick Mahomes. How do you not give the Pro Bowl to him? He's Patrick Mahomes. How do you not give him? He's literally, I agree, Lamar is a Pro Bowler, but you gotta let Patrick Mahomes get in the Pro Bowl. Lamar is an MVP. I'm sorry, Lamar is an MVP. But I talked about this last show. We all know who's gonna win the MVP, and his name does not start with Lamar. The MVP is definitely gonna be Josh Allen. I'm sorry for those who the reality hasn't set in for you yet. But Josh Allen is going to win the MVP of this year. Unfortunately. It is what it is. Take it as it may be. The voters, aka the media, have already made their decision to say Josh Allen is the NFL MVP. And I will be shocked if it's anywhere else. I'll be absolutely shocked if Josh Allen doesn't get it. Plain and simple. But I digress. I said what I said. I just want y'all to know that. Nobody else is going to win that other than Josh Allen. Where was I at? What? I digress. I was talking too much. I'm talking. Anyway, where are we at? Nick, I am definitely not butthurt. I am saying Josh Allen is going to be the MVP. He's 3 for 3 against winning teams. I mean, okay, cool. Yeah, he is 3 for 2. Yeah, I'm just saying, listen to me personally. Look, check this out. This is me personally. Josh Allen has great numbers. Josh Allen has been consistent. He hasn't been a turnover king as he used to be in the past 3 seasons. He wasn't trying to force balls. He doesn't lose games. I don't know. Like, it's just this year. And 2, I talked about it last time. It's recency bias, folks. It ain't got nothing to do with Lamar having better numbers. Lamar's already won 2. 1 recently. So, therefore, it is Josh Allen's time. He is the prodigal freaking son of the NFL. They want him to win. That's plain and simple. If there's nothing else that you know about football, you know there's a script. We all know there's a script. Josh Allen has been on the NFL's top face list for a while. Him, what's the guy from the Chargers? I always forget his name. Sheesh. Go Irish.
Term says, "Go Irish, shake down the thunder."
Nah, they're not gonna do nothing like that. Give it to Saquon for all that. Nah, Saquon ain't gonna win it. He gotta put up tremendous numbers. If he would have broke the record earlier, they would have definitely gave it to Saquon. But what was I saying? Oh man, I was saying the quarterback for the Chargers. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? I have no idea why I'm drawing a blank. Herbert, yes, Justin Herbert. Thank you, Taquan. Justin Herbert has been, the NFL has been wanting to put Justin Herbert on the face of the NFL list for the longest. It's just the Chargers as an organization is not up there yet. There have been plenty of roughing the passers that haven't been called. There have been plenty of, what else? Late hits on the quarterback. Bruh, come on, dog. Come on, we can't be serious right now. They don't want Patrick Mahomes as, listen, Patrick Mahomes gets so much smut put on his name, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, when the media talks, the only reason why the media doesn't talk shit anymore, because the man got 3 freaking Super Bowls. 3 Super Bowls. What are you going to say to somebody who has 3 Super Bowls? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can't say anything. He solidified his position in the Hall of Fame. He's solidified his position as the top, the apex. What are you going to say? You said, hold on. Y'all, check this out. Hold on. He said what?
Term says, if MVP was true to its name, Mahomes would be MVP every year. Take him off KC and they are a 3-win team.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I like that. I love that. Matter of fact, where's my hand clap? I love that. That is hand clap worthy. That was the comment of the freaking day, y'all. That was the comment of the freaking day. Like, my God. That is so true. If MVP really stood with, like, come on, dog. Without Patrick Mahomes, KC's nothing. You see what Tom Brady did? Tom Brady left. The decline of the New England Patriots was swift. It was absolutely swift. Shout out to Turn, man. You get an air horn too, bro. That man coming with, I love that type of comment too, because that makes my point more valid. It ain't got enough. It's politics at the end of the day, folks. NFL is politics. You can be the best player on your team. You can have the best stats. But if it's not your time, if you ain't in the storyline, you ain't in the fucking storyline. That's what it is. That is plain and simple what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with you being the best player on your team or having the best stats. All you got to do is be at the top 5 of the echelon, cream of the crop. And when the storyline hits, it's your time. It is your time. So Josh Allen, it is his time, and he's going to get it. And that being said, let me get off this topic because I get passionate every time I talk about Patrick Mahomes. Like I'm a semi-Patrick Mahomes fan, but because that man's great. I'm not a KC fan. And by the way, this show is only called KC because those are my initials, not because I'm a Kansas City fan. Just the FYI. Anybody thinking, why is this show called the KC Sports Show? My initials, plain and simple. That's it. Promise. Promise to God. Oh, man. Anywho, moving right along. College football.
Just your average Devin says. Even though Josh Allen doesn't deserve it?
Josh Allen's going to get it, bro. He's going to get it, unfortunately. College football, we are here. So, speaking of college football, last night I watched the Georgia game. I was highly disappointed, but I had faith in Georgia's backup quarterback. I did. Deserve is subjective. He's going to get it. I mean, you talking to him? Josh Allen's going to get it. It doesn't matter. But I watched the UGA versus Notre Dame game, and I was highly disappointed in UGA. I thought their quarterbacks, but this is my thing. I'm still thinking I still got pre-NIL brain, pre-transfer portal brain. That's what I'm still thinking about. I'm not thinking about all that to factor in, because if we take it back to pre-NIL, pre-transfer portal, Georgia's backup quarterback would have been like that. He'd have been a dog. They got to work with what they got to work with. He wasn't absolute horrible. He just wasn't enough for Notre Dame. I mean, and two, Notre Dame was coming out the gate swinging 2 sacks, a forced strip fumble. Woo! Notre Dame was looking straight like a dog to that. This little late hit, and they didn't call it targeting, which I have no idea how you not call that shit targeting. How in the world is that not targeting? Like, come on. How is that not targeting? How, Sway? How? Thank God he wasn't injured, though. That's still a scary scene, but that was definitely targeting, folks. But shout out to Notre Dame. I'm proud. I mean, Georgia's defense is elite. I'm proud of Notre Dame putting on the show because I watched the first half and I was like, okay, it's gonna be a field goal kick. It's gonna be like the field goal game. You know what I mean? It's gonna be nothing but field goals. But Notre Dame came out swinging, scored a touchdown on a kickoff. I was like, oh, this is what type of time we on. Shout out to the head coach too, Notre Dame too. I was happy for him. That's a win for him because people were quick to shit on him for the loss to NIU. That was a horrible loss for you guys. That made y'all look weak as hell. But then you guys rebounded back by beating Georgia. Regardless if they were missing their starting quarterback, Carson Beck. Carson Beck was definitely missing. We cannot forget that. He was not in there. But that doesn't change anything. And two, y'all beat him with with 93 yards passing. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, bro. That term, that's high hopes, my guy. That's really high hopes. I mean, that's high hopes. Hey man, look, check this out. NIU losing to them, that was a bad look. That was just as bad as the year Michigan lost to Appalachian State. If you guys remember the year Michigan lost to Appalachian State, that was one of the worst looks for any team in college football. You're not supposed to lose to no NIU. I mean, you're not supposed to lose to no Appalachian State either. Michigan looked crazy. I'm not sure if that coach even got fired that year. I forgot what coach was there, but yeah, that was a crazy ass look. Was Harbaugh there? Don't give me the line. I don't know if Harbaugh was there or not, but either way, that shit looked crazy. What else? Georgia. Yeah, no, look, I'm shouting y'all out. Georgia is Georgia still. Still the same Georgia that got blown out in the first half by Alabama, came back. Still the same Georgia. Bro. That wide receiver for Ohio State, bro, he's going to be a pro. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Marvin Harris Jr. Yeah, Marvin Harris Jr. When he was at Ohio State. Ohio State is the factory for wide receivers, bro. It's never going to change. Here's my takes on some of the college football playoffs so far. Ohio State did what they needed to do. Texas looked horrible against they looked absolutely horrible against Arizona State. Arizona State should have won it. Shout out to Cam Scatterboo. Am I saying his name right? Cam Scatterboo? I want to make sure I'm saying his name right. Cam Scatterboo. Shout out to him. Who else? Georgia just didn't have, plain and simple, Georgia didn't have they didn't have a backup quarterback. They didn't have a good backup quarterback. Here's my predictions. Here are my clear predictions. Let me see. I want to put that up for you. I got Texas losing to Ohio State. And I got Penn State beating Notre Dame. Those are my two predictions. That's what's going to happen. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I got that up on the screen. Let me know. What's your predictions? If you got the same, let me know. Because that is what it is. It is what it is. I'm trying to see what else. I said the same thing. Texas is getting help because Texas got some deep pockets. Because there's no way in hell. There's just no way in hell that call didn't get called targeting. Anybody else targeting? But the refs are egregious on this one. The refs were egregious on this one. I can't see it no other way. I'm sorry. But I digress. What else we got? Good folks? We talked about the playoffs. I can go deeper in the playoffs, but I want to wait until we get to like the actual natty. I don't want to talk too much. Oregon, Ohio State. That game was a shout out to Cam Scatterbull. Let me talk about Cam Scatterbull real quick. That dude is a dog, and he is going to go in the first round. Cam Scatterbull is straight dog. Passing touchdown, rushing touchdown, catching a touchdown. It's Christian McCaffrey reloaded. Just a little shorter. I think he's like 5'8". Christian McCaffrey's like 5'10". You know what I mean? Oil money.
Term says. Oil money.
I love it.
No Diddy.
I love it. I love that comment, bro. Term, they got blackout dates. I don't know if you guys noticed. Blackout dates will kill your visual. Like, they'll literally kill everything in terms of, are you visual to the voters? Because they're not seeing these games. Or the games, because it's a West Coast game, come on so damn late. Nobody's staying up to freaking 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday unless you're out doing this nefarious things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed up one time to watch Michael Penix when he was with Washington State. Man, that game didn't go off till like 3 o'clock in the morning on my side. I'm not watching. I'm not staying up. This is the same issue that I have with NBA games come finals time. Man, y'all need to put them games on earlier. Because I got to go to work in the morning. I'm not staying up to 1 o'clock in the morning just to watch the Western Conference Finals, bro. I'm not staying up that late. Y'all got to, they got to put that up. Y'all worried about ratings? Man, put that shit on earlier. I don't want to stay up. I got to be up at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I work a 9 to 5, and the game is still on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Change that shit.
Term says. Ken Scat Tebow reminds me of Mike Allstott.
Mike Allstott was a little heftier. He was a little bigger, and he was a straight power back. Cam Scatterbull was a little smaller. I think, like I said, he'll probably, and when he gets to the NFL, he'll be used at like a Christian McCaffrey prototype. That's really his comp, Christian McCaffrey. He'll get it out the backfield. They'll use him on slants, not slants. They'll use him on flat outs. He'll run out the backfield. They might line him up sometimes too. You never know. But yeah, Cam Scatterbull is he's a dog. He's a straight dog. But back to what I was saying about these late games. Bro, man, put these shits on at a reasonable time. Smaller version of Mike Allstott. I can take that. Put the games on at a reasonable time. Nobody wants to watch a game at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, or a NBA game on a freaking Wednesday, bro. On a Wednesday, I'm trying to go to sleep on Wednesday early. I gotta get up. There's 2 more days left to the weekend. I gotta get up. Who's watching that? That's what I was saying about Ashton Genty, man. The issue was, he played in the sorry conference and games came on late. You know what I'm saying, Term? He's more like a McCaffrey. He's small. He's versatile. He's fast, strong. He can catch it out the backfield. That's his comp. Put these games on earlier, man. Nobody want to watch that shit. But that's the reason why I never really caught Arizona State's or Arizona's games, because mind you, I do have the capability of watching every game, but I would never sit and think to watch an Arizona game, to be honest with you. It never would have popped in my head, I gotta watch an Arizona game, because they ain't really played nobody that was worthwhile. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Like, who's Arizona playing that you want to actually see play against? Nobody, for real. If we keep it in the B, nobody. But I digress. This man will be a great addition to any team he gets on. He's first round. And if he slips down past the first round, it is a steal. If he gets past the first round, whatever team picks him up is stealing. You said Genty gotten your vote? Yeah, I mean Genty got the popular vote. He got the fans' vote. He beat Travis Hunter for that. But it was just the actual voters who have the vote that count that said like Travis Hunter was that guy. Let me see what else we got here. We already talked about Georgia, Notre Dame. Okay, I don't want to leave football too quick, but we going into basketball. I don't got too much about basketball, honestly. Let me see. Do I got any worthwhile clips? Any worthwhile clips that I got to show you? I think this is funny because, I would play the song, but YouTube's a little sensitive, so I'll play a small little clip for you. If y'all haven't heard, LaJello Ball has a new song out. It's pretty funny. I thought this shit, it's an old song. Hold on.
Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show. I mean, who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more. Bitch, we tatted heads.
Okay, let me stop that. I just want to play a little bit for y'all because that shit was funny to me. It is what it is. But rounding out my show, we got Jimmy Butler, who has recently been suspended for several games by the Miami Heat for conduct detrimental to the team. Basically, he probably just said, F it, I don't care about this. He wants to be traded. Earlier today, he's said he's not happy in Miami. It's clear as day that they're going to probably put him up from the chopping block. Jimmy Butler is still a top 15 player. You'll probably get a first round for him, hands down. It is what it is. You'll get a first round and something else for him. What else would you get for Jimmy Butler? Probably a top player. Jimmy just done, bro. And I'm a Heat fan, but Jimmy, he don't want to be there. The Miami Heat organization has not brought anybody worthwhile to play with Jimmy. Pause. Whoa, I need a pause button. That was big time pause. Yeah, next show I'm gonna add a pause button. But yeah, no, Jimmy Butler is one of those players that you got to bring in more talent. Not because he is trash. He's not trash in none of the sense of the word, but because he can carry a team, but he just can't carry a team to a championship by himself. That's not happening. Nobody. In all of NBA history, there's always been 2 All-Stars on a championship team. 2 All-Stars. And Jimmy Butler needs another All-Star. What are you going to say? Bam Adebayo? Tyler Hero? Tyler Hero too busy getting thrown over. He would be excellent in Cleveland. I think Cleveland's set with their lineup, but I think he'll gel right in. They some hard workers. But the Heat don't have anybody worthwhile. And they haven't. Okay, so the year before last, they tried to get Dame. That trade got vetoed. Or no, it didn't even get vetoed. What happened was the Portland Trailblazers basically said, fuck you, Dame. We're not sending you to where you want to go. We're going to send you to where we want you to go, where we get the most value, which is rightfully so. It is the organization. So really, if the Dame trade would have went through to Miami, then Jimmy probably would have stayed longer because we would have saw a better team because you got a shooter. That was Miami's biggest issue was shooting. It was the biggest issue in that finals when we went against Denver. The shooting. We don't have we had some decent shooters, but they weren't consistent. If you ask me, they only suspended him so they can rest him, so he doesn't get injured. That's the only reason why they suspended him. Because they want to. It's the same thing that NFL does. NFL will say some shit like, "Oh, we're such and such is injured," or he's hurt, he's on IR. They put somebody on IR and then trade him, or they suspend them for conduct detrimental to the team because they just don't want you to get hurt. That's it. They don't want you to get hurt. Plain and simple. They don't want you to get hurt. They want the most they can get out of you before they let you blow to the wind. Plain and simple. That's all it is. I hope wherever Jimmy goes, I hope he's happy and they give him a good shit. He might end up with New Orleans. If he ends up with New Orleans, I'll be like, okay, that works. And then he could shape up Zion's fat ass. I mean, because he definitely needs it. Oh my God. Like, imagine him in New Orleans with Zion. Bro, that should be lovely. Because then, like, I don't even know if they got the money for him in New Orleans. What if he ends up with the Lakers? Nah. I think him and Brown will probably butt heads. Or it might work. Dog, I'm going to call it here. If he ends up with the Lakers going to the championship. That's plain and simple. The Lakers going to the championship. What tell me. Hold on. Let me know what.
Term says, I got the perfect team for Butler.
Where is he going? Because I think New Orleans would be a good fit. LA would be a good fit. Who else would be a good fit? LA would be a good fit. Who needs help right now? Who's right there? Don't go back to Philly. He ain't going back to Philly at all. Denver's actually doing good. Shout out to Russell Westbrook too, man. Westbrook is doing his thing. Yeah, Westbrook he's chipping up to be what we thought he should have been. I don't think he's going to Denver. They got too many pieces already, but he'll fit perfectly with Denver, I think. But no, if he go to Denver, that's kind of like KD going to that's like KD going to the Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? After he left OKC, man, that'd be a bad look for Jimmy. I don't take Jimmy as that type of dude. I think he wants to win. He wants to win it with his guys versus an established team that's already won an NBA championship, I'm sure. Because if you're going on Jokic's team. And too, Jimmy is probably one of the most underrated players in the league because I've never seen somebody on back-to-back occasions take his team to the finals just by himself. And don't hit me with that Bam Adebayo shit, because Bam Adebayo has not done a motherfucking thing when it comes to like the big time. The big time. He disappears. And I like Bam. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me talking shit about Bam. I like Bam. I just think that he isn't the player for. He isn't like Showtime like we need him to be. Yeah, Jimmy definitely is going to get his ring at some point. I want him to get a ring too. I mean, shit, go to Golden State. Golden State. Nah, you know what? I take that back. Him and you know what happened if he goes to Golden State? He'll probably end up getting in a fight with Draymond. That'd be a good fight. Draymond will get his ass kicked. I'm actually with that. Yeah, let Draymond get his ass kicked. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. Let me see. I got anything else for you guys? We talked about Saquon. Talked about playoffs. Scatterboo. Nah, man, I don't got. I honestly, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I talk myself out of sports. I mean, I don't have anything else for you. Nothing big. Any NFL games. I know there's a few coming up. Not the Giants. Vikings and too long. I ain't really want to talk about it. Yeah, it's going to be what it is. Vikings and Lions is going to be a death match. It definitely will be a death match. It's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be high scoring as hell. I love it. But no, Jeff Teague had Charleston White on the show, and Charleston White went on to say some crazy stuff about Angel Reese. It got a little messy, and I was just like, that looks horrible, and now they trying to cancel Jeff Teague for having Charleston White on the show. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Look. Jeff Teague's podcast is funny. So is Jeff Teague. When he tells a story, it is worth every minute of it because he's going to tell it in the most funniest way ever. Y'all can't cancel this man. I ain't going to say nothing negative about Angel Reese. I don't got nothing to say negative. This is just my personal opinion. Y'all can't. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to leave it just regular sports. I think we're good to go here, good folks. Again, I appreciate everybody who's been here. When We're about to end. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Listen, you're going to get to know me. When I feel like I've talked myself into a rut in terms of everything that I need to talk about, I'm going to end the show. I know you beautiful people. We had 58 people, 60 people watching. I love you all, every single one of you, all my subscribers, new and old. And shout out to the big dono, $1.99. Every bit helps me put back in content for you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great new year. I hope this new year be the best for you. What'd you say, Term?
Term says, I'm gonna keep it real. Angel Reese couldn't beat a top-tier high school player. Compared to a male player, she is a trash can.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, man. On another show, I'll address the Angel Reese hate. I promise. On the next show, I'm going to address the Angel Reese hate. I promise. We're going to get to the Angel Reese hate. But I want to say thank you guys for being here. Term, especially shout out to you. Shout out to all my reoccurring followers and chatters. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the link. Again, sponsorships. Bet US, 125% off. Link down below in the description. Also, Factor 75 down below in the description. Also, Poggers, 10% off. Download the prescriptions. Term, it was awesome meeting you. I hope you return. We do shows every Friday. I don't miss a Friday. I haven't missed a Friday in like 6 Fridays. Make sure you come back. Make sure you turn that little bell icon on. I love your statement. You have the statement of the year so far with that MVP. Shout out to you. Where's my air horn for you, man? Hold on, let me give you my air horn. All right, yeah, so this is the KC Sports Show, New Year's edition. Again, you guys be safe, stay dangerous. We're going to get up out